Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports.
In this game, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Minnesota Lynx.
With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And controlling the glass is how both of these teams try to control the game.
Yeah, and when you talk about controlling the game, Blake, you talk about pace and the number of possessions in the game as well. Rebounding teams can kind of control that.
Well, that's why you got to expect a physical, grinded-out Toad. Old school basketball is my favorite.
Here's Williams, outside Whitcomb.
Whitcomb sets the screen.
Pass to McBagor. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
While not letting the physical defense deter her, McBagor plays with such tenacity.
Goddess with the ball. First quarter play, 1 minute played. Collier, she's guarded by Williams. Shepard the screen. Here's Collier. Shepard takes it out to Collier. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, definitely a player who has some range. Lots of the value in Collier is her ability to hit threes. A real modern four in today's WNBA.
Now here's Collier. Pass to McBagor. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Now here is Lloyd. 5 to shoot. Here's McBagor. Here's Whitcomb. Tried to come right back with the three of her own, but it's no good.
Court Queen
lays it up and in despite the excellent defense.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
Now here's Whitcomb. Pass to Collier. Lloyd, covered by Goddess. Now here is Lloyd. Defense is right there. And here's Whitcomb. And the three ball is good.
Tremendous find by Lloyd. She's really a combo guard, but she has point guard savvy. Senses when her teammates are open.
And during the 2020 Wubble playoffs, Jewel Lloyd was unreal for the Storm.
A huge reason Seattle won that title. Lloyd was basically 50, 40, 90. He had 28 points in game one of the finals, picking up her second ring.
Sinks the three-pointer.
This is what being a great teammate is all about. Achanwa understands when the defense has overcommitted.
Outside Lloyd.
It's Ezzie McBagor, high post.
The three is up. And the Storm, another three.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Now here's Collier.
Achanwa the screen.
Puts up a three. And it's Collier missing. And the Storm with possession. Pass to Whitcomb. McBagor. Lloyd, covered by Goddess. Screen by McBagor. Left side Whitcomb. Up top Williams. Here's Lloyd. And that misses. That would have put them up.
Now here's Court Queen.
Whitcomb defending. Pass to Collier. Now here is Goddess. Covered by Lloyd. Nailed from three-point land.
And you got to give credit to Collier for the find. Her 6'2" height allows her to have a clean view of the court. Doesn't miss open teammates.
Now here's Whitcomb. Back to Lloyd. Throws it up high. And she lays in the alley-oop pass.
Get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook.
Perfectly done. She put it on a platter for her.
Bon appetit. And what touch on the finish.
Pass to Shepard. Collier outside. Chanwa the screen. Collier inside. Collier's there. Now Goddess. Covered by Lloyd. And that one's good. Goddess.
That is not an easy shot right there. She had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, needed a little arc on that one with size mismatch, but hey, she did it perfectly.
Now here's McBagor. Collier outside. Pass to Lloyd. McBagor. It's stolen by Goddess. Down low. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Lynx able to keep the ball here.
Number 21, Kayla McBride.
Here's Court Queen. Again, Minnesota.
A tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
Pass to McBagor. Williams. McBride covering. Williams inside. Whitcomb. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Lloyd, no good.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Goddess with the ball. McBride. She's guarded by Williams. Nafisa Collier for 3. McBagor grabs the miss.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
Back to Lloyd. Pass to Whitcomb. McBagor with the ball. She's guarded by Court Queen. Outside Whitcomb. For 3, Collier. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Now Goddess. Back to Collier. To the inside. Goddess. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Whitcomb. Now here's McBagor. Pass to Williams. They need this. Score the basket. Her second of 2 attempts.
3 points.
Nice awareness there by McBagor, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
Now Goddess. 11 points in the game. Court Queen. Collier. Covered by Collier. Here's Shepard. Here's Goddess. No good from outside. Now here's Williams. She's guarded closely. Pass to Whitcomb. Collier. The screen by Collier. And here is Lloyd, covered by Goddess. And that one's good. Lloyd.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller defender on her and took it straight to the bucket for the easy 2.
And here's Goddess. McBride outside. Collier outside. Fires for 3. McBagor grabs the miss.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Lloyd. She's guarded by Court Queen. And the Storm, another 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here is Goddess. Nafisa Collier on the wing, covered by Collier. Shepard the screen. Collier inside. Collier's there. 3-pointer. Kayla McBride, and that's good.
I love how McBride is unafraid of making mistakes, and she really just plays her game and then will live with the results.
Now here's what comes. Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Mengiadu. Nurse, McBride covering. From past the arc, and Kia Nurse gets the three.
When Nurse is dialed in, she can easily hit from beyond the arc. She finds her spot and sinks it.
McBride outside. Mitchell. And the layup falls.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Here's Lloyd. 8 points for her. Nurse outside. Back to Lloyd. Pass to Holmes. Clock at 6. Poked away. There's the triple. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier.
The Lynx with the lead.
Here's McBride. Now here's Mitchell. Outside Powers. Beyond the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Lynx on top. They lead by a bucket. And we've got more in store for you right after this. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
Here's Lloyd. Pass to Nurse.
And here's Mengiadu.
Lloyd from long range. The three-pointer is on target.
Oh, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
I love Jordan Horston's game. Really an old-school style wing.
Tremendous defender. Horston doesn't take a lot of threes, prefers to work inside, does work on the boards as well, willing to do anything to win a game.
Seattle leading. Pass to Mengiadu. Back to Lloyd. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Right outside. And here is Mitchell. Pass to Collier. To the paint. McBride left side. Mitchell. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Always looking for holes in the defense. It's McBride's recognition that allows her to slice up any defensive scheme.
Outside Lloyd. There's a screen. Now Mengiadu takes the three. And Powers pulls it down. Pass to McBride. Here's Collier. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Storm trail. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. From beyond the arc. Horston, no good. Outside Powers. The screen by Collier. Another three for Minnesota.
They're hovering above, right around 50% for the game in three-pointers, but they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Now here's Nurse. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Mengiadu. Foul call that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
And the first one falls for her. And coming down the stretch, we're really seeing the better teams pick it up here.
Battling for playoff seedings. This is an exciting time.
Yeah, and the not-so-good teams desperate just to have a chance to make the playoffs.
And so she hits both. Goddess with the ball. 11 points in the game. Pass to Powers. Here's Collier. Another three for Minnesota.
Zero fear. As soon as she gets the rock, Collier ready to fire.
And about 3 minutes played now in this second quarter. Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Now Mengiadu. Defended by Achanwa. The kick out to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Whitcomb misses. And here are the Lynx now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Collier. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Mengiadu.
Okay, look. I know she isn't having the best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them.
Now here is Lloyd. 11 points in the game. Williams. Up top, Whitcomb for three. Natalie Achanwa grabs the board.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Here's Powers. Off target from outside. Seattle with the ball. 6-point game. Pass to Mengiadu.
They set a pick. Lloyd, covered by Goddess. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 throws for her.
First personal foul, team's turn.
This is her second trip to the free throw line in this one.
At the line for the Storm, Dulcie Pantham.
No good on the free throw. So she can't get either to fall.
They're getting it to the line a lot in this quarter, and it hasn't been by accident.
No, I mean, they've ramped up the aggression, and it's paying off.
Pound it inside, get him into foul trouble, get those freebies.
You nailed it. This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Now here's Whitcomb. Up top, Williams. Trying her luck from deep. That's good, and it's Charlie Collier with the assist.
Nice decision from Collier, finding the wide-open teammate.
The Lynx leading. Collier outside. To the middle. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Those are teammates who clearly know each other's moves very well.
Now Williams. She's got 8. Pass to Mengiadu. Whitcomb. There's a screen. Lloyd, covered by Goddess. Back to Whitcomb. Three-pointer. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Another 3 to add to the career tally for Sammy Whitcomb. You better be on the arc.
And here's Goddess. 11 points in the game. He's at Collier for 3. The shot, no good.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Pass to Mengiadu. Collier. Up top, Williams. From deep. Here's Mengiadu. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Here's Goddess. Here's Court Queen. Whitcomb defending.
Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. Really piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Pass to Lloyd. Whitcomb knocks it loose and stolen by Court Queen. And now the Lynx fast break. And that one's good. Goddess.
Heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the fast break.
That's rapid-fire basketball at its best.
Showtime.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Substitution on the court.
Seattle trailing here. Pass to Magvigor. Inside. And stolen by Kayla McBride. Now here's Goddess. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once she came up with the steal, she went straight on the attack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, guys. Go hard to the bucket. Don't let them get set up on defense.
Well, free throws aren't normally the first thing you bring up, but Kayla McBride may be the best ever from the stripe.
After her career, Kayla usually hovering around that 90% mark. Only Elena Deladon is ahead of her. And that just tells you how much McBride takes pride in the details.
Now here's Nurse. Clock is at 3. Here's Williams. It's good from long range.
2 more three-point field goals for her here in the second quarter. Somebody has got to get a hand up.
And here are the Lynx now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Launches a 3, and that one's good. Goddess.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Pass to Magvigor. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kayla McBride. Here's Court Queen. Uhas.
2 minutes remaining.
For 3, Kayla McBride. Rebounded by Kia Nurse. Whitcomb with it. Collier outside. Pass to Magvigor. Nurse. McBride covering. Just 5 on the clock. That one good for 2.
We know Collier has range, but Charlie is at her best when she operates down low, close in.
And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 7. Goddess with the ball. 18 points for her. On the wing, Kayla McBride. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Pass to Court Queen. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Getting going here in the second quarter, her second three-pointer of the game.
Now here's Williams. McBride covering. And here's Collier. Now here's Magvigor. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Well, we've seen her do it. We know Magvigor can hit jumpers, but she's at her best right around the hoop.
Now Goddess. Pass to McBride. Jacks up a 3. And the Lynx another 3.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nurse outside. This one for 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Wow. Whitcomb had the answer locked and loaded. She can be a fearsome three-point shooter.
And here's Goddess. 18 points for her. Out to the wing. And she uses both hands to jam it in.
You gotta love her aggressiveness finishing inside.
Well, her leaping ability gives her a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get her the ball around the rim, because it's either a dunk or free throws pretty much every time.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Lynx ahead, up by 10. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. We've seen Goddess really having a great game here.
She is seeing the court so well tonight. She made some phenomenal passes in that first half.
Yeah, and they say that she's not the best playmaker, but hey, you could have fooled me with the way she's performing right now.
And here are the Storm now, trailing by 10. Pass to Collier. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Tries from 10. She's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Here's Goddess. Court Queen. Nafisa Collier on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shepard. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Tremendous read by Collier, working the pick and roll to perfection.
And here are the Storm now. A 12-point game. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Lloyd. To the paint. Here's Magbagor. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Here's Court Queen. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Their backcourt has been phenomenal. And as good as they've been, they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Outside Williams. Magbagor. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to Court Queen. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier picking up the assist.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Now here's Whitcomb. 9 points in the game. Now Lloyd. Back to Williams. Now here is Lloyd. From deep three-point range, Shepard pulls it in.
You know, sometimes just because you can make it from way out there, it doesn't mean you should try.
Kind of hypocritical coming from you, Tim. I mean, it wasn't that far out. Anyways, she can work for a better shot than that.
And it's Court Queen missing.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Collier. Outside Lloyd. Can they get it? She's now made half of her 10 shots in the game. That's her 5th basket.
Remember, for her career, Lloyd's at about 15 per game, so scoring buckets in bunches, it's old habit.
Court Queen with it. Pulls it. They get it back. Takes it out to Collier. Pass to Court Queen. Sinks the triple.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You sense the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
Now here is Lloyd. 14 points for her. Back to Williams. Over Collier. And Williams gets it to go.
If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the left wing. Here's Goddess. And it's Minnesota scoring again.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
Now here's Whitcomb. She's guarded by Court Queen. And there's the foul. It'll go on Court Queen. That is her first foul of the game. Outside Whitcomb. Outside Lloyd. The 3-ball. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Well, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner because it's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Now here's Collier. She's got 6. Shoots over Williams. Collier can't get it to go. Now here is Lloyd. She's tightly guarded. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Back to Lloyd. The 3. Good, and it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
As a defense, you can't let that happen. Let Lloyd step into a jumper. Too deadly to allow the catch and shoot.
Now here's Collier. Chanwa the screen. Pass to Shepard. Outside of Chanwa. Goddess. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, you could see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that 3, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Lloyd, no good.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Now here's Court Queen. Whitcomb defending. Basket good.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble, Tim.
And they're going to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Storm making a switch here. Pass to Williams. Magdagor. Outside Whitcomb. And here is Nurse. 6 to shoot. Launches it. And it's Collier with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Collier. He's got 6. Good on the three-point shot.
Defenders have to be careful with Collier's jumper. If she gets a clean look, she's usually going to capitalize.
Pass to Magdagor. Here's Collier. Now here's Whitcomb. First outside. Williams. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Collier with it. Whitcomb covering. Here's Court Queen. Off the mark there with the 3. Whitcomb with it. She's got 9. Pass to Magdagor. Williams with it. And here's Magdagor. Nurse with it. The kick out to Williams. Over McBride. And again, it's the Storm missing. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Back to Collier. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from three-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Williams. 13 points in this game. Pass to Nurse. Now here's McBagor. Here's Williams. Again, the miss by Gabby Williams. Now Goddess. Fires from deep. Storm with the rebound. Now Whitcomb. Pass to Collier. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Back to Collier. Over Collier. And the basket by Collier.
In this pick and roll action, you have to track Collier. She's too good to lose.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Court Queen, defended by Nurse. On the wing, Kayla McBride. Shepard, the screen. For three, Kayla McBride knocks down the three ball.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Pass to Nurse. Here's Whitcomb. Williams with it. Puts up the three. And the foul called on Collier. That's her first foul. It falls through, making her 6 for 11 in this contest.
Williams. 3. Substitution on the court.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Pass to Nurse. Horston with it. The three. And Collier pulls it down. To the right side. Court Queen. That's good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Now here's Horston. Nurse. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. Kia Nurse, so competitive, won national championships in college, was going to respond in kind.
On the wing, Kayla McBride, defended by Turner. Collier outside. And that one drops for her.
Sturdy move by Collier against the contact, just sticking with it and getting a shot.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Lynx ahead, running away with this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. To the middle. Here's Achanwa. Second chance shot. Pass to Goddess. From downtown, and the Lynx, another three.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Now here is Lloyd, covered by Goddess. Back to Lloyd. Double team on Jewel Lloyd. Now Holmes. It's hauled in by Court Queen.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. Because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Achanwa the screen. Court Queen, defended by Nurse. Clock at 4. For 3, Nafisa Collier brings it from beyond the arc.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Now here's Horston. Pass to Holmes from deep. Rebounded by McBride. Now the Lynx with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
This defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. Their offense in the paint hasn't been up to par.
And here's Horston. Back to Lloyd. Double team on Jewel Lloyd. Shot to stop the run. And Giadu no good. McBride outside. Pass to Goddess. Nafisa Collier for 3. And the Lynx another 3.
She has been on a tear from three-point range today.
Here's Seattle. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Here's Horston. Tries a 3. And that's collected by Kayla McBride.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Not our best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Holmes, covered by Collier. And here's Holmes. And Lloyd gets it to go.
Scoring inside, Lloyd able to do it despite being under 6 feet.
Here's Goddess. Pass to Collier. Lets it go from deep. Kia Nurse the rebound. Seattle with the ball. Outside Lloyd. Double team on Jewel Lloyd. For 3, Kia Nurse. The shot's good on the assist by Jewel Lloyd.
Such a solid shooter. Nurse has a quick release, makes her dangerous off the feed.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McBride outside. Now here's Collier. And again, no good by Minnesota. Pass to Nurse. Good work there as it goes.
Well, Nurse does most of her work out at the perimeter, but let her inside and she'll make you pay.
Collier outside. Let's go with a 3. And McBride is good for 3.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot today.
The defense unable to stop them even when they've gotten a hand up. It hasn't seemed to matter.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Horston. Expanding her range. Doesn't go that time. Now here is Goddess. Tight defense on her. From outside the arc. Good on the triple.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Nurse. Pass to Holmes. Horston. Lloyd from long range. That's down the hatch. Notch 1 more to her total, and that's 9 for 15 shooting. Collier with it. Down low. And here's Court Queen. McBride with the ball.
Another three for Minnesota.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Now here's Horston. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's just her first turnover. She's been so steady and a safe option for them on the offensive end. The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Now here's Powers. Pass to McBride. Knocked loose. Outside Whitcomb. Lloyd. And the Storm tack on two more.
The 2015 Rookie of the Year, Lloyd is a natural-born scorer. She did it from the jump here in the WNBA. She just desires buckets.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Outside Powers. And here's Kayla McBride from the arc. Good. And the assist goes to Ariel Powers.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
And here are the Lynx now. Outside Powers. Pass to McBride. Fires the three. And it's Collier with the rebound. And here are the Storm now. And here's Williams. There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. Nelich grabs the miss. Jewel Lloyd with room to shoot. Again, Seattle.
Assist from Sammy Whitcomb.
Now Powers. Right outside. Back to Powers. Pass to Mitchell. And the Lynx miss again. Here's Seattle. And it's McBride with the foul. That's her first foul. The Lynx making a switch here.
First team foul. In for your Minnesota Lynx, number 2, Lindsay Allen.
Here's McLegore. Outside Whitcomb. The screen by Collier. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's McLegore. And Powers pulls it down. Here's Allen. Outside Powers.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Uhas. Here's Allen. Over Lloyd. Allen's shot is off. Here's Williams. Lloyd. Powers covering. McLegore up top. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
Second personal foul.
Really contributes to her team. Ezzy, versatile on the floor.
At the line for the Storm, Ezzy McLegore.
And she makes the first. And so she makes both from the line. Now the Lynx with it. Mitchell outside. Outside Powers. Outside Miller. Pass to Allen. Back to Miller. Shoots over Williams. And again, no good by Minnesota. Now a timeout called by Seattle. Three from the inbound. They grab their own miss. Hits it and gets hacked. That's a three-point play opportunity.
Playing with enthusiasm. Ezi Magbagor. Big second chance bucket.
They're not having much success at all right now.
They need to reshuffle their lineup a little bit, try to find something that works.
Pass to Miller. Mitchell. Clock at 6. Now Uhas. Drops in the tray.
Tremendous vision from Mitchell to spot the wide open teammate. That kind of unselfishness is contagious.
Now here's Whitcomb. She's covered by Mitchell. Double team on Jewel Lloyd. And Sammy Whitcomb gets the three.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
So the Lynx now. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Allen with it. Pass to Uhas. Miller. Shot clock at 5. And here's Uhas. Defended by Magbagor. Uhas, that's good.
Can't get much easier than that for Miller. She kept her head on a swivel and didn't overthink it.
So we see the Lynx taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
And that's a wrap, everyone.